think I'm live. If you see me looking over here, it's because I've got my computer here and I've got my iPad here to see the chat. So, oh, there we are. There's a bit of a lag. Tell me how the sound is, please. Anyone who is listening. How's everyone doing today? Hi, Nancy. Yay, someone's here. I came on early because I've been downstairs here setting everything up since 8 o'clock this morning, and I couldn't get more than one camera to work, so I just had to get on 5 minutes early to make sure that one camera was still working. Hi, Kathy, Deborah, Janice, Marty. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you all so much. Oh, good. I'm glad the sound is great. That's awesome. Okay. Now, I know this camera setup isn't ideal. I did have a camera over here that I thought was going to work, but like I said, yeah, my OBS studio was only letting me use one camera, so I hope this view is okay, because the main thing is I want you to be able to see me sewing. So, hi Sandra. Oh, I didn't have any issues at all, Nancy. That's not good. We've got a couple minutes here before 10 o'clock, so if you guys have any questions, I mean, you can have questions throughout the video, but if you have any questions before we start, just let me know. Got my phone turned off. Good. Yeah, I wish I could help you, Nancy. Yes, try it on your PC. That's a very good idea. Hello, Patricia. Welcome. Oh, I'm so glad you all joined me. Yeah, I did do it on my PC, my laptop actually, because when you print the pattern pieces out, I want to make sure that they're at 100%, and I can only do that on my PC. I can't do it on my iPad or phone, so. You guys, I am so excited about this. This is the first secret sew I've ever done, and I think it's just the greatest idea ever. I love it. Hi, Cornelia. Hi, Nicole. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, it's 10 o'clock. So, there were just a few things I wanted to point out before we start sewing. This is the pattern, and it's called the Parvati or Parvati. Parvati, I think, is what we English people would say. Oh, Sammy! Thank you, Sammy, for being here. Okay, so yeah, there's notes of printing, Nancy, on like the page 2. Like there's the the title page and then the next page under notes of printing. You might be able, that might be able to help you out. Then she has general notes on page 3, and that's where you're going to find the seam allowance unless otherwise stated. Hi Rhonda, thank you for joining. That's awesome. So yeah, there, the seam allowance is right there. General notes A. It's good to read through the pattern completely before you start anything. But if you guys all have your fabrics cut out, that's amazing. We can sew together. The one point I did want to make sure that I mentioned, it's on page 4, notes about the pattern pieces. Hi Stephanie, thanks for coming. And it's point D. It says the pieces are designed to be cut from the right side of the fabric. If you draw your pieces on the wrong side of the fabric, then you need to place the pattern pieces right side down to avoid a mirror cut. Now, hi Sonia. This is extremely important because I've noticed with Shamballa patterns that she always has like the front of her bags are always like more than one piece. So it's really, really important that if you're cutting with your fabric face up, the pattern is fabric face up. If you're cutting with the fabric face down, you have to turn your pattern face down. It's very, very important. Otherwise your pieces are not going to fit the way they're supposed to. And I learned that the hard way when I made, I think it was the Victoria, the first time I ever made that pattern. I put the pattern right side up and the fabric right side down. And I mean, for the Victoria, it worked out fine because it was a 3-piece front, but I was able to just do it backwards and it still looked gorgeous. But you know, just to avoid that kind of thing, just make sure pattern up, pattern down, fabric down. It's the best way to remember it. Just remember, materials are on page 5. I've got my container of hardware here. I've got 9 rivets, rectangles, a thumb lock. Now, I'm a little worried about my thumb lock because the only one I had in brass is this big butterfly. So I'm kind of hoping that it will still fit where it needs to fit. If not, then I'm just going to have to get another flip lock from Emmeline Bags that's just a normal flip lock instead of a big butterfly. But we'll see how it goes when we get to that portion of the pattern. So I've also got 3 brass zipper pulls. I have got a zipper end, and I've got my Delia Designs bag tag. And other than that, I don't have, unfortunately, I don't have a brown zipper, so I'm going to have to just use a black zipper with the brass teeth. Thank you, Rhonda. That's awesome. Okay, so now we're going to go through the pattern pieces. And this is the zipper panel. You will have cut 2 exterior B out of the zipper panel and 2 lining A out of the zipper panel. The flap strip, you're going to be cutting 1 exterior C. The lining slip pocket, 1 lining A. The 2 straps I am doing out of the exterior C. The flat panel, you cut 2 exterior B, and the exterior slip pocket, you cut 1 exterior C. So those are my fabrics. There's one fabric that we haven't had to cut anything out yet, and that for me is going to be a really like a cream colored vinyl, same cream color as what's in the background here. And we haven't cut out anything from lining B yet, but my lining A is this, and it's all butterflies. I really like it. It's very pretty. And I did use Emmeline's, what is her interfacing called? EB Fuse Light on that. And that's it. We can get started. I'm so excited. So excited. I mean, I get I get so excited that it's like, I have to wait for 3 more parts before I see how this turned out, but I think it's going to be amazing. Okay, so the first thing we do is you want to, what I did, and it didn't call for this, but what I did on the flat panel is I put Decaville Heavy on one of the panels, this one here. I put Decaville Heavy, and that's because I like a really crisp flap. That isn't what was called for. I think what was called for was Decaville Light or something, but yeah, I use Decaville Heavy because I really like a crisp panel. So the first thing we're going to do is take this flap strip, and we are going to everything ready here. Take some double-sided tape and tape down both edges. Also what I did is I cut the flap out at the bigger size because I want to turn it out the right way. I don't want to edge paint or anything like that, so I decided to do it this way. The vinyl that I'm using for the flap is a lighter vinyl. It's kind of got a suede, almost a suede feel to it. It's a beautiful, beautiful vinyl. I think I got it from Anna at Galaxy Customs. Uh-oh, this tape is going to be persnickety today. Thanks, Rhonda. Yeah, I love that vinyl. This vinyl, this printed vinyl, is from My Fabric Dresser, and I just love it. Every time I make a bag out of this vinyl, I get comments on how beautiful the vinyl is. Oh, good. Good, Sonia. What a good idea. Fantastic. I can't wait to see your creations, you guys. I just can't wait. Make sure you post, even after today, what we're doing today, post on Shamballa's Secret Sew Facebook, okay? Hi. Okay. Please, I apologize in advance if I'm saying this wrong, but hello, Anke, I think, or Anki. I'm not sure. Please let me know if I'm saying it wrong. Okay. Now, without top stitching this, we're going to add this to one of the flat panels. And I'm going to add it to the one that does not have the Decaville Heavy on it. And you just line up, make sure that it's nice and centered. I have cut center marks in this flap and in the strip. Yes, they are incredible. I just love my fabric dresser. I forgot to put it in the description below, but I will, and I'll also put Galaxy Customs below as well. Okay, make sure this lines up as well. Okay. Um, then we're going to top stitch along both long edges. Well, you know what top stitching is. You know what that seam allowance usually is. So just do that, and we will do that right now. Turn on my turn it around, top stitch the other side. And there you go. The flap with the flap strip on it. All done. Now we are going to take this. I'm going by step 8. Join the two pieces together, align the curved edges well, and sew at the seam allowance that is indicated. And then turn the flap through the top opening and top stitch. Hello, Terry. How are you doing? So we're going to do that right now. I'm just going to clip my centers here, make sure I got that part right, and then we'll go from there. That's weird. One flap is bigger than the other. Ah, thanks, Terry. I am so excited about this, Terry. I've never done a secret sew before. I didn't even know Sammy did this. And I think she's been doing it for years. So I don't know why I didn't find it, because I've been following Sammy forever. So I don't know. I just missed it, I guess. Okay, something's not lining up here. Let me just try this again. There we go. And there we go. Okay. Feels so good to be live again, you guys. Talking to all my friends. Okay. So we're going to sew around this at the seam allowance indicated. Go slow around those curves if you need to. Now I'm just going to trim the curves a little bit with my, whatever these are. Weirdest thing, I get on camera and I forget my words. It happens, I think, with every video. It's ridiculous. Just trim that up a bit. Oh, my pleasure, Sonia. Okay, now let's hope. Yeah, Deckerville doesn't like being turned, but it is what it is. We can top stitch, I think. I'm not sure. I'll have to take a look. Yeah, I think it looks nicer to me when I turn it. I mean, because I'm not an edge painter, I think that's why. I tried edge painting for a while and it was like, eh, not my thing. So I'd rather turn it if I can. Using my bone folder. Just the greatest tool ever. Okay. Now, I think, do top stitch. Oh, it doesn't say. Yes, top stitch. I will be doing all four. I can't remember if there's 4 or 5 because I know 4 it's supposed to be all together, all put together and complete, but I'm not sure if there's a 5th video or not. So I think it's just 4. Yeah, yeah, just 4. Okay. Yeah, I will be doing all 4 parts of this. Sammy has been so kind as to let me do that. We will top stitch. Oh, we can actually close this up as well. Yeah. Bit of a hump jumper here. Doesn't scrape on my vinyl. Don't want it scraping when it comes down off of that flat piece either. There we go. Yep, looks good. There we go. Flap is done. Now this is where that butterfly lock is supposed to go, I have to get a new one because it's way too big for a little flap like that. Okay, so flap is done. Now we are going to work on the slip pocket. Yes, so we take the the lining slip pocket B, it's right here, to the exterior slip pocket, it's right here, right sides together and sew at the seam allowance indicated. Hi Diane, I am making the Shamballa bag secret sew. This is part 1. If you have, I've actually linked that below. If you have never done a secret sew by Shamballa, go get the pattern. Part 1 is out, and that's what I'm doing today. And the next one will be after this weekend. It's going to be a little bit late because we actually get part 2 on the 19th, I believe. But I will be up at Dave's celebration of life in Kamloops, and I won't be able to get to this until Tuesday. So I really apologize for that. Monday is a holiday, so I'm gonna have, my kids are gonna be here on Monday, so I won't be able to do it Monday, but I will do it first thing Tuesday morning. Top stitch. Press seam allowances toward the lining and then top stitch. So do that. Is anyone sewing along with me? Let me know how you're doing. Now you fold in half, wrong sides together, and you match these edges right here. So I'm just gonna clip those edges together. And then fold this down. And a clip to make sure that it's nice and flat. Oh, I hadn't either, Rhonda, and I was so excited when I saw it. I thought I got a hold of Sammy right away. I've never heard of this before. Okay, and now we are going to top stitch once and then again, and that is step 11 under making the slip pocket. this down a little bit and do another line of stitching. Oh, so pretty. Okay, and that is it for this pocket for now. Should look like that. Isn't that pretty? Okay. And now, assemble the recessed zipper. Okay. Now it doesn't have written instructions, so you can go ahead and look at her, you can click on her PDF about how to do recessed zippers. I am just going to do it my own way because I can't access that right now. So where is my little ring? There it is. I'm going to make marks at a 1/2 inch on either side of the zipper panels, on both sides I mean, and then we're going to fold to that line, and then we'll get our zipper ready to go on it. All 4 pieces, because you want these to be even. Okay, bye Nicole. Now we're going to take some double-sided tape, a little bit of double-sided tape on both sides of each zipper panel. Let me get this out of the way. Forgot that that was there. I'm hoping to have a better view for you guys by the next time I go live. My son's going to come over and help me figure out what I did wrong, or if I have to re-download the OBS studio, we'll figure it out. So now remove the backing. Yeah, Shamballa Bags Secret Sew. You can Google that Shamballa or Shamballa Bags Secret Sew, and it'll come up. DST is not always my friend. I've been finding the double-sided tape is separating quite a bit lately. So I don't know what's going on with that, but it's annoying. Sorry about the TDM, you guys, but we had to get them done. It's two more. And then we have to make sure that they're all the same size. That's very important. I'm hoping to go live probably next week sometime. I've had permission to do butter bags, drinks at Tiffany's handbag. Oh, I just love it. Absolutely love it. But I think I might make one before I go live just to make sure that, because it looks really simple the way she does it, but I want to make sure that it's simple for me. Because have you ever watched Rebecca at Butter Bags? If you haven't, go watch her. But she is a speed demon. Oh my goodness, can she ever get bags done quick? And they always look perfect. Always. Every single time. That is not me. I'm kind of more of a slow, meticulous sewer. Oh, that's a good idea, Nancy. Oh, you got the pattern? Yay! Oh, the butter bags one or this one? Oh, you made one yesterday, Diane. Fantastic. Okay, so now you're going to take your zipper and you're going to cut it to the length it says on page 10 on the bottom right. Don't forget, you can always cut it down if it's too much or too little. You can make it longer right here. But Shamballa bags is pretty good about being accurate. So we'll just cut that. And there's the lighter. Every time I cut a zipper, I like to seal it with my lighter. Okay. Now I make a mark usually, first of all, let me tell you what I'm doing next. My pencil. Oh, did you, Nancy? Fantastic. Yes, Diane, please post pictures. I just love that bag. It's so cute. Okay, so what I like to do is I make a mark anywhere from 1/4 inch to 3/8 of an inch. I think with this one I'll just do 1/4 inch. And that's where I'm going to place my zipper teeth. Oh, no, that's 1/2 inch. Maybe I'll do 3/8 just to be sure. Okay, I'll do the same on this one. 3/8. Okay. Now, little trick. Before I separate my zipper, I like to find out which side has the uppermost tooth on that zipper. And then I just put a little mark. And then I know when I go to put my zipper pull that that's how it's supposed to look, so that your zipper pull isn't put on wrong. I do that on both sides. So on this one, it's over here. And then you can pull it apart. You want to do that pinch and fold over on your zipper because that's what's going to be going down on here. And then give it, where are my pins? Oh, so that, and then, how is this together again? Okay. So we're going to do that as well here. Okay. I know I probably look like I'm all over the place, but as I go, I'm remembering, oh yeah, I had to do that 360 thing on the zipper, or 180 thing, or whatever it's called. There we go. You snip the edge it's on. Okay. Can you explain that a bit more, Nancy? I don't quite understand. Okay, now we're going to do this one. I'm going to have to do it this way or else I'll break my pin. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so now we're going to take, oh, we want to make sure that the marks are in the right place. I shouldn't have put it on that side. I should have put it on this side. So let's do that. Otherwise, you're putting your zipper on wrong. Okay, so now we're going to take the end of the zipper that is got the sewing on it that you've turned this way, and we're going to set the zipper teeth, we're going to set that right at that 3/8 mark. And actually we can, where did I put my, oh, right in front of my face. I put some double-sided tape on both sides. Is the one for here. We're going to put right sides together with the exterior. Put those teeth right up to that 3/8 mark. Make sure that the rest of the zipper is lining up with the edge. And then press down onto the tape. Then we're going to take one of the lining panels. And we're going to put tape on that as well. There we go. Want to make sure that these are the same size, which they are. Perfect. Come on. Giving me trouble. There we go. You want to make sure that they match up perfectly. You don't want anything hanging over. Perfect. Now we take the other side of the zipper and we do the exact same thing. Right sides down onto the exterior. Line it up with that 3/8 line and then stick it down. And same with the lining. Let's see if it'll work on this side. There we go. And make sure it's even. Now I'm just going to quickly check. Here's my phone. My pattern on my phone to see what her seam allowance is for her zipper panel because it can affect the rest of the bag. So let me just see here. Huh. Thought it was on my phone. I guess it isn't. Okay. So I'll just do a seam allowance. And we'll jump off that bridge when we get to it. Okay, I am going to put my zipper foot on. It makes all the difference in the world for me. As you're sewing, make sure that those edges are still lining up. Very important. Yeah, what I like to do is put double-sided tape on both sides of that seam so that I can, when I turn it out, I can give it a really nice crisp edge. Push it out and let that double-sided tape catch it. It makes for a really nice crisp edge. There we go. Do the same for the lining. Sided tape, catch it. There we go. Do the same for the other side. Hi, Rochelle. Golf date. That sounds nice. You must be having nice weather where you are. When I was out this morning, it looks like we were having a really nice day, so I'm hoping it keeps up. Okay, once again, push that out. The other side. There we go. Now I'm going to clip that with all the edges, and then we're going to top stitch and close up this bottom. Match up those centers if you have them. I put little clips in my centers. Oh, that's one. Same thing. I have 2 centers. Right. I usually like to baste the bottom first so that it gets rid of all the clips, and then I can also pull on it as I'm doing the zipper. So that's how I like to do it. So let's get going. That is. Now, I have to I have to tell you guys, I have to confess something. I know this looks really weird having my thread here, because this is just what I have it on is just what I'm supposed to lean my machine on when I have to open it to take care of stuff. But I have tried these things right here, and no matter which one I use, no matter which hole I use up top to thread it through, it always ends up winding itself around right here. And then I'm sewing and all of a sudden I have to come to a dead stop because my thread won't go any further. So I tried every which way. I don't know what is wrong with this setup, but I finally just said to heck with it. I'm putting it on the I'm putting it on that thing back there, and it works. Haven't had any trouble since, so. Oops. Come on now. Okay. I did put e-diffuse light on the lining pieces of this zipper panel, just so you know. The thing I don't like about zipper feet, my fabric gets caught in the little slot in between the middle and the foot itself. Okay, and that is one zipper panel done. And we'll do the next one. Hello, Mylene. It snowed over the weekend. Ugh. Now, CT, is that Connecticut? I'm Canadian, so I apologize. Spool nets. Diana, what are those? Huh. I'll have to look them up. Dave, Brandy's husband, was the one who pointed it out. He's like, why does she have her spool thread on the thing that her machine leans on? It's like, yeah, I know. Sorry. But as sewers, I think we learn to use what we have to use just to make our sewing seamless and easy. Yeah. Did anybody see what I did with my snips? Oh, there. Never mind. There we go. Okay. So our zipper panel is done. Now I can put my zipper pull on. And I'll just put I don't put my zipper on until the end of the project because I don't know how long of a tail I want to keep. So here you go. I've still got that mark on this side of the zipper, so I know that was the uppermost tooth. So that's how I'm going to put my zipper pull on. Yes, Rochelle. Now in a container works better. I will try the nets. Okay. Huh. I am so glad I mentioned it because now I'm getting ideas. That's awesome. See, I love this community. Okay, why is this giving me grief? There we go. Just see. That's correct. Come on. Hello, Joycel. Oh, Joycey. Sorry. Or Josie. I have no idea. I'm sorry. Come on. Of course it's going to do it on a live. I may have to put my zipper pull on later. It does not want to go on. Hold on. It's coming. Yay. There we go. Zipper panel. Done. Okay. And the last thing to do is our straps. Now, you're going to notice that I do my straps just a little different. And this is as well, I learned from Rebecca at Butter Bags. I have done that. I like to make a 1/4 inch snip here at the 1 inch mark and then just kind of angle it out like this. And that reduces the bulk up here, and it also makes a really nice end for your straps without having to use strap ends. So it's your choice. You can try doing it this way, or you can just use strap ends or leave it raw, whatever your preference is. I like to do it this way. Clean up a little bit. So all I'm doing here is I'm going to put some double-sided tape on that small little area that I've cut, and then all the way down the outer edges. I apologize that you can't see me clearly. Like I said, hopefully next one my son will come over and get everything fixed up. I am not computer savvy in the least. I thought I was for a lot of years, but there's just so many new things out there now that I just can't keep up. So I kind of rely on my son to help me out now. And my husband, oh my. If computer savviness went from like from 1 to 1,000, what is my computer savviness? My husband would be a 1 out of 1,000, and I might be like a 50 out of 1,000. I do watch a lot of YouTube videos in hopes that it will help me. But then I call my son to ask him what they're talking about in the videos. Okay, I'm going to do this at the same time. Oh, spring blizzard. Yikes. No, thank you. It got cold here for a couple of days, and I thought, what is going on? It's almost the middle of April, and now we're getting this freezing weather. It actually frosted overnight. There was frost on the cars, and what is going on? It's April. We're not supposed to be having this weather. Rochelle, I know. He'll come in and he'll ask me, how do you do this and how do you do that? And he's already at that point where he wants to throw the phone across the room. And so I have to put up with this. Like, well, how come it's not doing this? And how come it's not doing that? I'm like, I'm only at a 50, dear. I have no idea. Might be 49 points ahead of you, but that doesn't mean much out of 1,000. The dog is down here with me. You can probably hear his nails on the floor. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. Don't know if you can see him or not. No, over this side. Come here. Let me see if you. Come here. Over. Right here. Can you see him? No. Right here. What's this? What's this? What's this? Nope. No dice. Okay. Now. Fold this short edge over. And then fold this up. And then what I like to do is put a little clip here. And then work your way down. And then do the same thing, fold this down. Put this down. And then clip it. Leave a little bit of a gap so that it's not squishing in on itself when you fold it. Yeah. I'm not that popular, but I'm getting phone calls and texts the whole time I'm live. Leave me alone. Don't you know I'm sewing? Stay put. There we go. You clip it and then fold it in half. I like to use my pair of clips for this. Just Are flip phones coming back, Rochelle, or is that the same phone he's had for years? Oh, okay, Diane, thank you. We are almost done part 1, you guys. I love that she does it in 4 parts. It's just so easy. Okay, that's one ready to go. Gotta do the other one. This off. Hmm. Never you mind, mister. He's sniffing my spools of thread, which is kind of weird. Last time I made a bag with this vinyl, I did the straps just out of plain color. So this will be interesting. The straps out of this print. Be nice. Put that down. Down. Hip. Does anybody want my measurements for my I'll just give them. I go in because straps are 4 inches wide. You put a line down the middle at 2 inches, and then what I did is I did a line at 1/2 inch because that's where you have to fold down to. But I also did a line at 1/4 inch and then an inch in from each side. An inch in from this side and this side, I snipped down to that 1/4 inch line. And then I just kind of angled out to the 1/2 inch line. That's all I did, angled out to the 1/2 inch line. Just to take off a little bit of that bulk and to have a really nice finished end. Just get a clip on that. You don't want to butt them right up together because you do need a little room for when you fold it over. I usually just leave the width of whatever I used to mark the center, the width of that mark. That's all I do. Probably, it looks to me like it's about a 1/16 of an inch. That's what I do. Okay, clip it. Jumps into the pool with it in his pocket. Oh man. It's actually nice. I hope I've got, I'm gonna have to check my bobbin. Remind me to check my bobbin before I start sewing. Because it's nice to have the straps done when you finish a bag. Just be able to see it completely done. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, should be fine. Oh, and I gotta put my real foot back on too. My normal foot. When I finish, was just thinking that the slip pocket that looks like this, it's got the 2 lines of stitching. So I'm wondering if I should do 2 lines of stitching on my straps. So once I'm done the first line, let me know what you think. Tell me if I should do 2 lines. Yes, okay, here we go. Are you? Okay. Yeah, I think I might too. I'll show you the strap when I've done the first, just 1 line, and then you guys can come with it. You guys watch Lauren's video on how she positions her needle properly with her back stitch lever and her wheel? I still don't get it. One strap done. Moving on. Well, might not be done. You guys will have to tell me what you think. It would work on my machine, but I just don't know if I'm coordinated enough. Plus, I've got the needle positioner on my machine, and I've got it set to always have my needle down because I'm always afraid that it's going to move and ruin my strap or something like that, ruin some top stitching. So I've got it in the down position, and I think I'd have to crank my wheel to get the needle up and then hit my uh, back stitch lever with my left hand and this with my right hand to get it where I want it to go. I was like, yeah. I love how quick she can do it. She's amazing. Halfway up. Oh, okay. That's how I do it. Ooh, wow. You guys see that? My foot just fell off. I thought I screwed it in tight. Maybe I didn't. Wow. I hope that's not going to be a regular thing. Maybe I forgot to screw it in. Ooh. I'll have to check the video when I'm done here. That's weird. Okay. So what do you think, guys? I don't know how close this is getting to the camera. Yeah. There. One line of stitching or two? Let me know what you think. Wait, I'll just clean up a little bit. Two? Two? Okay. Oh, Sonia votes one. Hmm. What to do, what to do. Hello, Jane. Welcome. Check my bobbin. Yeah, I might not be able to. Mm, not sure. Maybe I better leave it at one for now. And then when I do other parts of this bag and I have to change my bobbin, then I can decide to do another row if I like. Maybe that's what I'll do. That's a better way. Okay, so you guys, we are done for today. Got our straps done. Got our little pocket done. Got our zipper panel done. And we have our flap all done. Oh, Jane, yes. Yeah, I will. That's a good idea. Okay. Jane, I've put a link down below to get to her secret sew. It's Shamballa Bags Secret Sew. Shamballa Bags Secret Sew. And it should come up. And you buy the pattern, but she only sends you part, like for now, she'll send you part one. And then I think on the 19th, she sends, or is it the 18th? I can't remember when she sends it to you. I think it's 19th. And then I will be going live again on the Tuesday after that, because the weekend of the 19th I'll be up in Kamloops for Brandy's husband's celebration of life. So it'll be a little bit later this time for part two, but and I apologize for that, but I just really wanted to be up there for Brandy. So that's what's happening this weekend. Yeah, go buy the pattern and then she sends it to you in parts, and then we come here and we sew together if you want to sew with me, or you can just rewatch the video and sew that. But so far it's been really easy. This part one is really, really easy. So what do you guys think the bag is going to look like? I'm trying to picture in my head just with these parts, and I can't do it. Can't do it. Like, is this going to be, I think this is going to be a back pocket. I think that's what the pattern said. This is a back pocket. So this is going to be on the back of the bag. This will probably, yeah, I think this will be on the front. It's nice to kind of try and guess what it's going to look like. It's kind of cool. I love this idea. I can't believe I didn't know about it before now. But I'm really looking forward to seeing how it looks. Let me just catch up on the chat. Yeah, Rochelle. Should. Oh, Sonia, my pleasure. Okay. You have to go on the site to download the parts. Okay, I think it's different for me because she's sending it to me a little early so that I can get everything cut out and do my video for you. So I think that's why it's a little different for me. But yeah, if you have to go on the site to download all the parts, yeah. Sammy is on here and she might be re-watching it in her language, hopefully a little bit later, and then she'll be able to answer that questions on her Facebook page. Actually, go look at her Facebook page. It may have already been answered there, so go take a look there. And if you buy the Secret Sew pattern, there is a Facebook that's called Shamballa Bags Secret Sew, and a lot of your questions can be answered in there as well. It's a really good group, and everybody shared their fabrics when they first got it. Came, the first part came and it was only choosing your fabrics, so everybody was showing pictures of the fabrics that they had chosen, and oh, just beautiful, beautiful combinations. So then people today will probably be showing pictures of what they've done so far. And it's just a really good group. It kind of keeps you excited about the whole process. I really love it. So you should go check it out. Go get that pattern, and then she'll make you part of the Secret Sew Club, and it's really, really cool. 42 watching. Woohoo! Yeah, if you guys feel like it, if you want to hit the thumbs up, if you want to share, if you want to subscribe, you know, I would be fine with that. Yeah, just trying to grow my channel a little bit, and so far, it I'm impressed with how many people are actually subscribing. I'm very thankful, very, very thankful for that, and I tend to like lives. The link is below the video. It worked for me. Oh, perfect, Terry. Awesome. Yeah, it's an amazing idea. I think Sammy just has a brilliant brain, not only because of the Secret Sew, but all the patterns that she comes up with. I mean, I do not have a designer brain. I'm strictly like, tell me what to do and I'll sew it. But I'm sure I've had ideas over the years about different bags that I'd like to design, but to actually put it down on paper is another thing altogether, because I can't draw. I That's the one thing I have never been able to accomplish. I'm very artsy, I'm very crafty, but I cannot draw. Cannot draw. So yeah. being able to design a bag would put what's in here down on paper. I couldn't do it. Yeah, thumbs up. That would be awesome, you guys. Oh, Jane, you're already on it. Good, good. They might be able to help you there if you have any questions. And if you have any questions for me before I stop this live, let me know. Um, and then if not, I will see you on Tuesday. Unless my kids go home early, um, and it depends on how I'll feel after that. I don't really want to do it later on in the evening. I think this time is better for most people. Sammy and I were kind of talking about that. And so I think 10 o'clock is a really good time for most people. So I don't think I'd want to do it later in the afternoon or anything, just to make sure that as many people as possible can watch me while I'm live. So no questions for me? 15th, 19th, and 23rd. Perfect. Terry. Yeah, I know. Oh, good for you, Marcia. Is it Marcia or Marcia? That's perfect. Yeah. Well, Terry, if you want just to do just something nice and relaxing, because this is only, little bits and pieces for every time we get together. It's just going to be little bits and pieces like this every time. It's nice and relaxing. Have a chat with your friends. Yeah, I'd encourage you to get the pattern and join in. Fourth date for the 27th. Okay. All right, everybody, then I will leave you. And I cannot thank you enough for joining me today. It's been so much fun. Thanks, Anke. Anke. I apologize to everybody that I've messed your name up. I'm so sorry. Any way you like. Well, I had a friend growing up, and she was just my bestest friend. She was so sweet, and her name was Marcia, and she spelled it that way. So I will call you Marcia. Marcia. That was her name. Okay, everyone. Thank you for coming. Thank you for staying. And I will see you on Tuesday. Bye-bye now. And take care.